All right, welcome to the drawing room and dark mode, the definitive question and answer session with myself, the author of the drawing room, Samuel Gelfand, also known as Samuel Gelfand. Um, I'm just gonna answer questions that I myself have about the book since nobody else has read it. If you have a chance, pick up your copy of The Drawing Room and Dark Mode, now available on Amazon. You can also buy the Kindle version. It has some minor like spacing issues, just kind of strange choices for the spacing that I didn't choose. It's because of the Kindle direct publishing deal, the whole deal that you download. It just automatically spaces things in a way that I wasn't immediately able to comprehend, so it formatted it automatically. So I guess that's a learning experience for me. As far as the book goes, just starting with the actual cover itself, I made this in Microsoft Paint. Microsoft Paint 3D technically, so I used a lot of different layers. The concept is that this whole thing is Prudence's room from the dark mode story of the dark mode section of the book, which I'll get into in a second. The asteroid is part of the canon in my universe. The house, the field house, which is pretty obvious if you read it. And then the slot machine from the dark mode story. There's also the gold key, which is not in this version. It will be in the definitive version or the author's version when that's released. The font is. I thought that this font was in the version of The Great Gatsby that I had when I was younger. Um, the Great Gatsby is the great American novel, and this is also the great American novel. I didn't set out to write the great American novel, but it just so happens that I did. Uh, you will find this font in the television show version of Paper Moon. Paper Moon is referenced in the Dark Mode story by Prudence in her room. So there are a couple things about this book, or that are in this book, which are microcosms of the greater story, the greater universe. The first one is the drawing room. The drawing room is the title, or it's the assumed title of the book from the story, The Drawing Room. And I thought some people might have a question: is the drawing room book this book? And the answer is definitely no. It's kind of left up to the reader to interpret what the drawing room book is. But a good answer would be not this, because that wouldn't make any sense. Is there anything else about the cover? Yes, the behind here is supposed to be waves, like paper cardboard waves, like you'd see in like an old stage set. It got messed up when I did the layers, so I might add something to it for the definitive version, the author's version, but that's about it for the cover. The other microcosm of the book itself is the room from the dark mode story. Actually, the dark mode chapter of the dark mode story of the dark mode section. The dark mode section, just to get into it very quickly, is it's more than half of the book. So you have dark mode right here. This is the dark mode section of the book. This is the non-dark mode section of the book. This will get heftier. It'll be about half and half when the author's edition is out. Right now, it's fine length, 172 pages. It'll be about 300 pages, approximately the same length as The Illustrated Man, which is, aside from The Great Gatsby, the other book that I am trying to directly compete against. And the little guys walking here, we can assume that it's Josh and his four friends, Ramirez and Ali and Nora. Austin not pictured. Austin is definitely not one of the people walking here. Slot Machine Bob Goldberg's slot machine. And the whole room itself is sort of this idea that what is the difference between Prudence and her room and her story and the real world? And the answer is there's a huge difference, but sometimes they can bleed into each other, or they can have an asteroid come down and smash it all into pieces. And after that, maybe there's not as big of a difference. So that is it for the actual cover itself version of Dark Mode. Buy it on Amazon today, and I'll film another bit with what is actually in the stories. Some questions that I answered as a fictional person reading the book and trying to come up with questions to ask myself. So, all right, thank you. Bye today. Bye.